Divorce Dad Diaries, day 85, and I took my car to get a WoF for the first time since the divorce. So, in case you weren't aware, prior to living down here in Christchurch, I lived in a tiny town up in the North Island called Bulls with a population of about 2,000. And the town was tiny. You could probably walk from one side to the other in like half an hour, you know? Bloody Hagley Park is probably bigger than Bulls is. And the thing is, I have a soft spot for small mechanics, you know, like you go in, it's like a one-man shop. He's got a name that ends in a Y, you know, like Murray or Barry or Jerry, and they shorten it and they put an A on the end so it becomes like Bazza or Muzza or Jezza. So there was a mechanic in Bulls called Terry, and I would often just drive my car over to his workshop, drop it off for the day for the WoF, and then just walk back home, work for the day, finish work, walk back down, grab my car, because it was only about a 15-minute walk from my house. Now, I don't quite get that option here in Rolleston, mostly because if you don't know what Rolleston is like, there's a highway that runs from here over to Christchurch, and on the southern end of the highway is the residential area, and on the northern end is the industrial area, and that's where all the mechanics are. If I was to walk from there back, if I was to drive my car there and walk back, it would take like, I don't know, probably 2 hours or something. And the only time we needed to take the car to the shop, since we've moved down here, my ex-wife did it. So this is me having to figure out how I'm going to do this by myself. So I got up and went to work at any other day, really. Got an hour and a half maybe of work done, and then grabbed the keys, got in the car and drove over to McDonald's to grab a coffee, and then after that popped over to Rolleston Automotive, which was a bit confusing because they've like split between an automotive shop and a tyre shop, and I had to go into the tyre shop to get to the reception, and afterwards I got an Uber back home, and then worked a bit more, made myself some lunch. For lunch, I made a bomb-ass toasty using leftovers from smoke last night. So mac and cheese, bit of brisket, bit of extra cheese, and some jalapenos. So the car failed the WoF. No surprises there. It's an older model. These things happen. They texted me. It's like left-hand rear suspension bush or something like that. I'll have to double-check it. That's not an issue. I save money for these sorts of things anyway, but what I didn't think about was the fact that I'm now going to have to like go all the way out there, pick my car up, come all the way back, and then go all the way out there on a different day to get it repaired and then bring it all the way back again. And just so that's... I know this is probably normal for a lot of people, but it's just not my normal. You know, when you've been building a rapport with the same mechanic for like, I don't know, it must have been about 8 years, it's weird to have to sort of start all over again. But life goes on. They're going to email me a quote for the repairs, but I mean, they probably have. I just never check my emails. And then I'll book that in next time the kids aren't around. Had some leftover pasta bake for dinner and played some Xbox, and I will catch you on the flip side.